My name's Diane Christmas and I am from El Paso, Texas. We knew adoption made sense when we were told our chances of having children was slim. We knew we wanted to be parents and we knew there was children out there that needed homes. And when we went through the adoption process, went to the classes and learned the things that we learned, we knew it was the right choice for us. We had very supportive extended families, and it just seemed exactly the right thing for us to do.
My name is Kyle Christmas. I live in El Paso, Texas. Growing up, I feel I always knew I was adopted. It wasn't anything that my parents actually sat me down and told me straightforward, you're adopted. It was just something that was already in the family. It was part of us as a family. 4 out of the 5 children in our family are adopted. So it's something that was just normal. It was a normal part of life, a normal way of life. So yeah, I knew my whole life growing up that I was adopted. My family is my family. There was no separation, anything, no special care towards certain kids. It was just our family. So it was normal to me, completely normal.
My name is Matt Christmas and I live in El Paso, Texas. I'm adopted. One of the reasons why I wanted to make this documentary is to bring a positive light about adoption. Like my parents and millions of couples throughout the world, my wife and I struggled with infertility. The feeling of not being able to conceive, though wanting to raise a family, is indescribable. Because of my background and understanding of the adoption process, my wife and I started looking at becoming adoptive parents.
My name is Renee Tanner. I am the CEO of Lee and Beulah Moore Children's Home, and so I am responsible for the overall operation of all of our programs and services to the children and families of El Paso. Birth mothers decide to make a loving plan of placement for their child for a number of reasons. One may be that she's, perhaps not emotionally mature enough or financially secure enough to be able to raise a child. She may make a decision to place a baby for adoption because she doesn't have a partner to raise a child with. Their reasons can vary from sometimes children are a result of rape, and a mother may decide to place a baby for adoption under those circumstances. One of the little known facts about adoption is that the birth mother, in deciding upon an adoption placement, is making a plan for her child. The words of wisdom I would have is that, the adoption in and of itself is not shirking responsibility. It's the opposite. It's taking responsibility. It's making an important plan, one of the most important plans you'll ever make for a child.
We started the process of working with an organization that lets people foster to adopt children. We were barely in the beginning phases of going to the classes when we found out that my wife was pregnant. It blew my mind. It blew hers too. As we were 3/4 through with the foster to adopt program, and knowing that my wife was pregnant, well, that presented a bit of a problem.
Hi, my name is Amanda Christmas, and I'm from El Paso, Texas. We had a hard time getting pregnant, so we were ready to adopt. We were already going through classes and trainings to adopt a baby, and we were ready to take that path. Our ultimate goal was having a baby, so it didn't matter which way we had a baby. It's just that was our ultimate goal. So the day we found out we were pregnant, my mind was completely blown, and we were just so excited.
We have every intention of still going through with adopting a child eventually. Since my wife was able to have a baby, We withdrew from the classes because we felt that we were taking someone else's chance to adopt a child, and we were getting ready to have a child of our own. We're still looking into it though. It's still something that we want to do. What can I say about adoption? Adoption is one of the greatest things you could ever do for another person.
People who have no clue need to study it. Sit down with someone who's adopted and ask questions like these about the person and their lifestyle, because it's a beautiful thing. It's giving children a chance that a lot don't get, and there's nothing negative about it. I mean, it's just people are misunderstood. They don't know.
So why should you adopt? Adoption's for people who care and people who want to make a difference. My parents don't walk around with a badge saying I adopted a child.
We ended up with 4 boys and 1 girl, and the best family ever. I wouldn't change anything about any of them. The manner in which they came into our families was perfect. I think they all just come when they're supposed to come.
Adoption is one of the greatest things you could ever do for another person. Changed my life completely. I don't know if I would be where I am today had I not been adopted by 2 of the most amazing people in the planet. My mom and dad are my mom and dad. They're the only mom and dad I know. They're there for me all the time. They always have been. They are angels. I'm super blessed to have them as parents.